Here's problem 3616. Bottles of perfume sometimes have thick glass, index refraction of 1.5, walls that give the impression that the volume is larger than it really is. Assume a cylindrical bottle with an inner radius of 1 centimeter and an outer radius of 2 centimeters. What percentage of the apparent volume is the real volume? Alright, if we were to consider this bottle as it actually is, looking at the cross section of it, it truly has an inner radius of 1 centimeter. That's how much of the volume that we think is being occupied by the actual perfume. So the true real radius is 1 centimeter. And then we would say that the real volume we're looking at would be the volume of that inner portion of this bottle, which would be the cross-sectional area, pi r1 squared, times its length of the bottle. But apparently, we think that the thickness of this bottle is less, only 0.8 centimeters. So that makes the inner portion of the bottle appear to us to be thicker than it actually is, giving us a radius that looks like this, R2, where R2 is actually equal to the radius of the bottle, 2 centimeters, minus the thickness that the bottle appears, which is 0.8 centimeters, or 1.2 centimeters. That means that the apparent volume, as we're looking at it, is equal to this cross-sectional area, pi r2 squared, times the length of the bottle. So the ratio of the real volume to the apparent volume is equal to pi r1 squared times length L over pi r2 squared over times length L. Length L cancels out, pi's cancel out, and so this ratio of the real volume to the apparent volume is r1 squared over r2 squared, which is going to equal 1 squared over 1.2 centimeters squared. That is going to be 1 over 1.2 squared. And if we figure that out, 1.2 inverse, square that, I get 0.694. So this is equal to 0.694. The ratio of the real volume to what we think we have as the volume is 0.694, or 69.4%. So we think we're getting a certain volume, but we're really only getting 69.4% of that, less than 70%. This is a good marketing strategy where we actually think we're getting more than we're getting, and we're really only paying for less than 70% of what we think we're paying for.